Our goal is to get from 0 to 100,000 followers on TikTok.
And today we're at 2 followers.
My name is Ozzy.
My name's Sophia.
And you're listening to Creators Voices. Yay! Okay, the best video format for TikTok. Now, we're going to talk about giving you guys examples of what worked for us because we actually have a couple of million views in our TikTok accounts.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share with you guys the formula that worked for me for my TikTok content, which is on Rock Entry, and it's a rock climbing TikTok channel.
Yeah.
And Sophia.
It's me. So I'm going to talk about how I create content on my end. And we have completely different styles. And I don't think that it's an accident that we've been able to replicate this formula over TikTok and even Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. We've seen success with those those channels as well. So it's definitely not an accident, and there is a formula to it. And yeah, we're going to talk about how we go about finding ideas and how we even come up with content almost on a daily basis.
Yeah, so if you're struggling on making video content for TikTok, like you don't know how to start, you don't know what to do, but you do know what you're passionate about, what you want to create from. So if you have a niche right now, but you don't know how to create video content for it, we're going to help you with that.
Yeah, right. And I think it's actually amazing that we were able to get as much or as many views as we did on all these platforms, because climbing is really a small niche, to be honest.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree.
So I think it just goes to show that if you have the right formula and if you have a topic that you're passionate about, regardless of how big or how small your niche is, you can find success on TikTok. And again, all the other platforms. We're focusing more on TikTok today.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of TikTok, because nowadays, people don't have that barrier of having to click on a thumbnail or title. Now, all you need is to keep the audience retention, because I'm sure that if you caught yourself watching content from start to finish that you wouldn't normally want to watch, like click on. For instance, I've caught myself watching somebody. What's a good example?
Jump roping.
Oh my goodness, that's a good example. Like, I've never thought about jump roping, right?
Yeah.
But on TikTok, since I don't have to click on a title or thumbnail, next thing you know, I'm watching people jump rope because the retention is high, because I'm interested, I'm intrigued, and then it makes me want to do it. So that's what's amazing about TikTok. So
pretty much you don't need to find the interesting topic or videos. They know to feed it to you.
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about. The algorithm is so good because it knows so much, scarily amount, how much it knows about us and what they think would be interesting to us. And that's why I think TikTok is killing it right now, because they know exactly what to feed us before we even know that we like it or whatnot.
Yeah,
and 9 times out of 10, they're correct. Some of the stuff that shows up are actually very interesting or funny. Yeah.
No, I agree. So we're going to start off with me. I'm going to share with them my formula that worked for me. Like I said, my niche is rock climbing. And what I've noticed is sharing the thought process of my problem. So what I mean by problem is each climb, we call them problems. And we're solving these problems. So we're climbing it. And our goal is to start from the bottom and end at the top. And what I do with these videos, I talk through it. So I start the climb and I end the climb doing a voiceover. So as I'm doing this climb, I'm sharing with the audience my struggles, what I'm learning, and the success of, like, you know, how hard something is, but to never give up and finish a project. Yeah, so my videos within rock climbing, what I do is, once again, I structure it where I do a climb from start to finish, and then I just do voiceover.
Yeah. And a lot of times you're not even sending your project, or sending is finishing in climbing terms.
Yeah.
You're not even sending it. You're just talking about your struggles, and they still blow up.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, watching somebody on a video working so hard to achieve something. It could be anything. That's what I mean. It could be anything. It could be rock climbing. It could be you know, trying to rollerblade, you're trying to learn how to jump rope, anything that you're struggling with and learning, people like to see that progress, that process. So as long as you share that, your struggles and your learnings, you can blow up on TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with how good you are at filming things too. And
Yeah.
you're capturing angles and you're actually, giving them multiple angles and views and I mean, I those things I don't really personally think about as much. I feel like you're taking a lot longer to film the videos, and your video style is different, right?
Yeah.
But it's pretty much storytelling, I would
Yes.
say.
Yeah. So like Sophia said, it's pretty much storytelling. It's like telling a story of somebody facing an obstacle and either, succeeding in that obstacle or failing. But at the end of the day, you're part of that story. You want him or her to succeed. So it could be, that's why transformation videos are amazing.
Yeah.
Because you know how hard it is to go from losing weight or get a six-pack. You know how hard it is. So when you see somebody doing it, you feel inspired. And then you're going to want to know how they did it. Right? Same thing when they're learning how to rollerblade, somebody learning how to do a pull-up. As long as you make your video sharing, documenting your story and your process in a, very interesting way. So for instance, what I do a lot of angles, a lot of clips, and voiceover. Now, Sophia, tell us about you. Like, how do you structure a video?
Yeah, so I do it completely different, and the only reason why I do it this way is because it's the easiest way for me. As we mentioned in the intro, creating content is something that I'm not doing full time. So I need something quick. I need something that I can film right away. I can film multiple of, and they're short. So I rely a lot on trending sounds. So the way that I go about creating videos, and this has worked a few times for me already. I have three or four videos that have at least 100 or at least a few 100,000, if not millions of views, because I catch the trend at the right time. Pretty much what I do is I scroll the feed and see what trend I keep seeing over and over again and recreate that trend in the climbing niche. So again, my content is still climbing for Sophia Chalks as a content creator. Most of my content is still about rock climbing. That's my niche. Pretty much all I do is take an experience that I know or I had as a rock climber and plug it into a trend that is trending right now. And then I collect maybe 3 or 4 trends or trending sounds that I know are blowing up right now on TikTok. And then anytime we go out to climb, I make sure that I film a couple of those at the same time. So again, I can batch that content, and I've been able to create content and post pretty much once or twice, sometimes even 3 times a day for the past year or so. Now, what I do know is, what I do think personally is, I think that that's a really good way to start. In my opinion, though, what I've seen to be successful on TikTok is to also incorporate some kind of like storytelling into it as well, here and there. I think that helps with followers. So I do have a lot of videos that do really well on views, but now I'm focusing more on trying to get followers. And I think the only way to do that is actually kind of like incorporating some of the stuff that you're doing, which is storytelling and actually letting the customer. I keep thinking.
That's your business side.
I know, that's my business hat. But I pretty much tried to see if. I pretty much am now trying to think of ways to tell my stories as well, to see, to build that connection and to get people to follow me more. And I'm definitely seeing a lot more followers nowadays to views ratio. So I think the trending sounds are great. I think it's a good way to start. I think it's a really good way to learn the app and like know what TikTok wants. But if you really want to go the follower route and build an audience, I do think you need to mix in your content here and there with storytelling as well, and actually showing your voice and showing your face and, talking about all the struggles that you're going through. And that's why I like what you're doing. And I think it's honestly, I personally think what you're doing is a little bit harder, because I feel like you already know how to do storytelling already with YouTube. You just had to figure out how to make it short form. But all those angles that you're doing and the filmography that you have or videography that you have, all those skills and knowledge, I don't think a lot of people that's just starting out knows how to do that yet. I think for my methods, a lot more beginner friendly. And then I think it's good from there to incorporate more personalized videos that are still interesting to get the followers. But I think that's why you have so much success, is because you started off kind of right away getting so much views and followers because you already knew how to do all of that.
Yeah, and yeah, thank you. Like, but you're
Thank you.
you're doing amazing as well.
Thank
But this goes to show that there's multiple ways, to get views on TikTok. There's no only one formula. And you guys, we're talking about, I just want to emphasize this, like the fact that, we're giving this advice because it's what works, what has worked for us.
Yeah.
Like, I've already gotten a couple of million views on a couple of videos, and Sophia as well, and we just want to share with you guys that there's no one formula.
Yeah.
You can mix and match and make your own. You want to be original. That's
Yeah.
very important. You really want to stand out on TikTok and be original. You don't want to do exactly what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
How can you be different?
Yeah.
So figure that out, try to be creative and figure out a way that stands you out and makes somebody feel like, oh shoot, I see what that person did there and I like that.
Mm-hmm.
What is that thing? Figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah, and be you. I mean, TikTok, I feel like, gives you so much room for creativity to be yourself and be original.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't have to think about the thumbnail, the title, and you don't have any restriction as far as how many times you can post. The floodgates are entirely open. You can post, I've heard people post, 20 times a day.
That's a lot.
And think about how easily or how much faster it would take you if you're posting 20 times a day to find what works.
Yeah.
Every single time you're posting something, and I heard this and I thought that was amazing. Pretty much every time you're posting something on TikTok, you're buying a lottery ticket to go viral. It's the way that I see it. And somebody else said this, so I can't claim that quote, unfortunately. But it's so true, right? Because every single one of them has that chance of going viral. Now, pros and cons to that, you can go viral and then never go viral again because you got lucky. We're talking about ways that we know for a fact works because we've had videos go viral multiple times. And again, across multiple channels. So we know the formula works and the style of what we're doing works. It's just figuring out what works best for us, right? I mean, if I started out TikTok and you're telling me I have to do multiple angles and do voiceover and tell a story in a minute, I wouldn't know how to do all that.
Yeah.
I was just being me, using trending sounds and made it funny. I made it entertaining. That's the best way I knew how to do it. Now I'm thinking about other ways to do it. And I think that's also another thing too, is just figuring out your style first and then learning what works through everything that you've done.
Yeah, I agree. And what's great about TikTok is that you don't have to worry about equipment.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the best camera, the best gear, any of that. Use your iPhone or your whatever phone you have, use it. And trust me, all you have to worry about is the content.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope that helped you guys. Like, that was a lot. But yeah.
I think that was good.
Sophia, anything else you want to say before?
No, I think I said a lot.
Well, you guys, if you find this helpful or useful in any way, please share this with your other friends and creators that are creating content as well. And leave a review down there to somewhere. I don't know where exactly, because this is our new platform right now. We're first-time creators on a podcast format.
Yeah.
But we want to share with you guys that you can go from 0 to 100,000 followers.
In 6 months.
In 6 months. So help us get there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.